10 dawns since my boots first kissed the mud of this forsaken trail. By Odin's itchy beard, I've seen things no warrior should. Nothing humbles a man faster than a rock to the face. My nose hasn't been straight ever since. Most tales sing of heroes, men of iron will, swords of gleaming steel, and hearts ablaze with courage. But heroes, they don't get to write the stories. Their songs are sung by the ones left standing. The ones with ink-stained fingers and shaking hands. Nay, friend, this tale isn't about story. It's about survival. One swing, friends. A single mighty strike to carve me a shelter near that stubborn rock. But nay, the earth did tremble. Wind whispered curses in the trees. Oh, the tree. They woke. There I was, road man trying to dig myself into the earth, as though the rock would take pity on me and swallow me. Rocks don't grant sanctuaries to fools and trolls. Trolls smell the threat. So heed my words, traveler. You have anything to strike the earth. Make sure it's in a good mood. Don't make eye contacts with the troll. I've been calling J.P. Valheim a mad scientist. The server's constantly being tweaked and refined to help keep systems balanced and engaging. There's I don't even know what's going on in the back end. I assume there's unique creature behaviors, resource spawning rules, environmental factors set this new server apart. There's integrated systems to ensure floor trading, building, and exploration all feed into each other. You can summon dwarves or diverger, I'm not sure how to say it, to act as bustling marketplaces for players to buy, sell, and barter resources. You can trade pretty much anything. This server isn't just about survival. It's about building, trading, and thriving together in an interconnected ecosystem. We found some rune stones that welcomed us to the town meadows. Gave us a bit of insight what's going on. We learned there's a floor trading system. There's magic in these lands. There's melee healing systems. There's magic bubbles when you parry. It's been wonderful. I keep on running into hidden secrets. The server's enhanced with enhanced world prefabs, ruins, mystical altars, boss treasure chests, hidden treasures, and lots of stuff scattered across the world for us to discover. I can't even imagine what's out there. The prefabs are all seamlessly integrated into the environment, enhancing the vanilla experience without feeling out of place. So you can play this on normal Valheim with no mods. Everything you need is in the poolside Discord, all the essential server info, guides, updates, and announcements. Friendly players and helpful admins are just a ping away. I should have the link down below. Just take a look around and you'll be able to find out what the server info is and get ready to make your own character. The key takeaways: free-to-play server. There's awesome trading systems with the diverger and the floor system. It's a player-friendly community. There's enhanced mechanics and world design, and all information and support can easily be accessed on the poolside Discord server. Come join, claim your plot, and become part of the growing legend in the path of magic. And so I continued on down the road, in the path of magic. No knowledge on where to go, only a few things in my pockets. But it's enough to feel confident out there and survive, because this isn't our first Valheim rodeo. Need the rest of bonus. His name was Eric, or at least that's what I called him. Broad shoulders, legs like the trunks of young oaks, and lungs carved straight from Odin's bellows. This man didn't run, he thundered. Eric showed me something important though, that speed isn't just a gift, it's a burden. When you run faster than the world, you outrun the people who care for you, and when you finally stop, you realize you're alone at the finish line. So here I remain, walking my steps one at a time. Slow as they may be, because sometimes survival isn't about how far you can run, but about how long you can stand.
I found like a relic by a boss totem where it said I think it's got to put some items in it in a certain order instead of doing the boss. So all the bosses are like super empowered. This game's meant to like get you to end game quick through the trading system.
That's cool.
I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out. I feel like a noob.
But remember, because all of the tools in the world mean naught if your heart's already fled the fight. And don't even get me started about rests. Resting and respite are important. We aren't heroes, friend. We're scribes of a brutal truth, a truth carved into stone, bark, and bone. But if my tale helps one weary soul hold their ground a moment longer, well then, let the heroes have their song. I'll take the silence of another dawn. Out here, the land doesn't care for pride. The forest doesn't care how sharp your axe is, nor how brave your heart beats. Alone, you're just prey that hasn't been caught yet. There's a reason wolves have deer, have storm cloud. Survival was every time I caught sight of him, it was just a silhouette fading into the horizon. With those besides you, like some myth promise that your back is guarded when your eyes face forward. A lone man can swing an axe. A village can build a wall. A lone man can cook a meal. A village can plant a harvest. Alone, you might make it a day, maybe two if the gods smile on you. But together, you might just see another winter. With our quick wits and our even quicker feet. My athletics sure have improved since I've come here. I think running counts as athletics, right? Dexterity is more like hand speed and bow skills. Athletics is running and speed. Aerodynamics. I wish I had a sharper knife so I could shave some of my beard off. Maybe I would run faster. But with the scent of dung, hopefully the wolves will stay off my back. Do you know the difference between a smart man and a wise man? Smart man knows not to poke a sleeping troll. A wise man, he knows where to run after he's poked it anyways. And me, let's just say I've been both. And neither. And neither. Far too many times. Rest your bones by the fire. Let the warmth soak into your Rest your bones by the fire. Let the warmth soak into your soul and carry that ember with you. For a rested body swings harder, runs farther, and fears less. We encountered one of Eric's buddies. I don't think it was Eric, but I tried to make a deal and he scammed me. Gave him 50 deer hides and 50 leather scraps. He gave me 25 of each back. Yeah. If only there were a place where I could go and they would teach me how to not do things like that. After acquiring some flint, neck trophies, and boar heads, I put them in a chest. And a bolt of lightning took one of my eyebrows from me. But hey, guess what? We can run faster now. Nothing wrong with being aerodynamic. We finally went home and decided to grab a bit more wood and stone. We got lost in the woods for a bit, stopped at somebody's beautiful abode, cooked up some meat on their fireplace. I died twice running from wraiths on the way back out of the trail, and I got stuck in a death loop fighting over a crypt. I took one step off of the path of magic to try and grab some wood. My goal here is to try and upgrade it to a fine wood bow so I stand more of a chance against trolls. If the dead don't sleep, friend, they wait. And the moment you make enough noise to wake the wind itself, they come. There's something unnatural about the way they move, like puppets on strings, pulled by hands you'll never see. One swing of steel, one loud crack, and they've all the patience of stone, and none of the mercy. The living tire, but the dead, they just keep coming. Luckily, anger and aggression, when utilized correctly, can be a very useful tool. And we were excited to make ourselves put up some Yule decorations. It is that season after all. So with the help of our big-handed friend and someone named Isaac Newton, we fell some trees and we were able to get us some wood to start making that fine wood bow. You ever meet yourself, friend? Not in some poetic sense. No riddles, no reflections in still water. I mean you. The you that didn't make it home last time. The you that fell face down in the mud and stayed there. They call them ghosts. Forest don't forget where you've fallen, and it doesn't forgive either. The first ghost, that was me from 2 moons past. Axe still in hand, a glint of anger in his hollow eyes. The second, his eyes were sharp enough to remind me how I died the first time. You can't kill what's already dead, friend. Not truly, but you can scatter it, and scattering was all I could do. Rest your bones by the fire. Let the warmth soak into your soul and carry that ember with you. For a rested body swings harder, runs farther, and fears less. Home, sweet gods, home. 4 walls and a room never felt so sacred. But a man can't just sit by the fire and wait for ghosts to knock again. No, you craft, you sharpen, you prepare. A fine wood bow, grace and death, strung together with sinew and sweat, and this hood, woven from troll leather, stitched with hours of stubborn focus. Survival isn't just about outrunning death. It's about outsmarting it. Every tool, every stitch, every arrowhead hammered into shape, it's all a promise. A promise that next time I'll be ready. But ghosts, friend, ghosts always come back. And when they do, I'll be waiting. The dead don't rest, but I'm learning not to.
That was good. Why did I waste all my stamina crouching? Should have leveled up my sneak. Oh no. He has an axe, I'm good. Get a blow, I would be dead.
We barely made it out with our life. Finally, we're brave enough with our new gear. After that, we finally were brave enough with our new gear to go and revisit the crypt where I had perished over and over. Surrounded, the only way I had to survive was to run in and out. With our battle axe in hand, we did not falter. We barely made it out with our life. But, or it does not matter, because it would just be another soul to add to the scrap soul pile. With this reassurance and our gear and bow back, we continued on to search for After acquiring some flint, neck trophies, and boar heads, I put them in a chest, and a bolt of lightning took one of my eyebrows from me. But hey, guess what? We can run faster now. Nothing wrong with being aerodynamic. Turns out the dead don't care much for fire and arrows. They have a way of ending arguments before they start. The dead were quieter after that. Not gone, but quieter. And with this fine wood bow in hand and a quiver full of fire, I felt capable. Like maybe this land wasn't just chewing me up and spitting me out anymore. Trolls. Big, dumb, angry. But even giants learn respect when fire dances across their skin. Survival out here isn't about brute strength. It's not about who's the loudest or who swings the biggest club. It's all about knowing the land, knowing when to rest, knowing your tools, and knowing yourself. Ah, the Wraith. A floating pile of misery, shadows, and very questionable decisions. It's like the forest itself grew tired of you chopping down its trees and decided to send the grumpiest ghost to file a complaint personally. I call him Fart Ninja, 'cause he's silent. The first time I met one of these things, I ran so hard I nearly outpaced my own regrets. This time I had steel in my hands and stubbornness in my chest. These wraiths don't walk, they float. They don't fight, they haunt. But every creature has a rhythm, even ghosts. You just have to listen closely. Something I noticed. The world feels very quieter when you're wrapped in troll leather, not just armor. It's silent. We gave him a stack of coins and he offered us a fancy Trolls might be big, loud, and about as subtle as a thunderstorm in a glass jar. But their hide? As subtle as a thunderstorm in a glass jar. But their hide? It carries the stillness of a predator in the dark. Skeletons ain't smart, but they've got sharp ears and sharper swords. Normally, you so much as snap a twig and they'll come rattling out of the dark like angry wind chimes. But with this armor, I'm just another shadow in the underbrush. See that, even the dead respect silence. Skeletons. But it ain't just about being sneaky. Skeletons, they're creatures of brittle bones and brittle courage. They might not have hearts, but they remember fear. And when they see this hood, when they smell a faint musk of trollhide on the wind, somewhere deep in their empty skulls, a little whisper tells them to turn back. Odin. Oh, the almighty Allfather. The wise, the watcher. The worst wingman a Viking could ever ask for. Oh, aye, nothing says subtle approach like your divine grandpa casually blanketing the entire forest in fog and sending his tattling feathered snitches to rat me out to every undead within earshot. You ever tried fighting in Odin's fog? It's like swinging an axe at suggestions. Shadows here, whispers there, and every time you think you've got your bearings, boom, Draugr to the face. Don't even get me started on his birds. Every time I hear a caw, I know someone's about to swing something sharp at me. Odin sees everything, yet somehow he only seems interested in sharing his visions when they actively ruin my day. One day, traveling near the path, as if the woods themselves had laid it there for us, it called to us. A weapon bound not just by metal, but by the very essence of life and death. When we took it, we could feel the power it held. It wasn't just the blade, the confidence it ignited in us. We were no longer mere survivors. We were warriors with a purpose, with the strength that could turn the tide. And then I found him. The man who gave us guidance, not just in technique, but in spirit. A quiet figure. Patron. We ventured farther down the path, until I suffered a bit of frostbite and almost lost a toe. There must have been a smart man here in the past. He left a big hearth and a building crafted of stone. I rested here for the night. Then I went walking back down the trail. We went into the crypt. Maybe we can get a magic bubble shield. Now I've faced trolls, I've outrun wraiths, and I've stared down skeletons with nothing but stubbornness and a sharp stick, but that's a big goblin. And big goblins mean big problems. You ever look at a creature and your brain just says, nope, We're leaving.
Shrek over there.
Like some ancient survival instinct kicks in and reminds you that you're not supposed to be
Maybe
here.
I'll just build my own place. 'Cause I
There's
like
bravery,
this
there's
area.
stupidity, and there's trying to take your claim in a field where that guy hangs out. I might be stubborn, but I'm not that stubborn. So we turned tail, grabbed what we could, and went looking for a plot of land where the neighbors are a little less
wizard tower right here.
homicidal. Not every battle needs to be fought. Sometimes the best tactic is tactical retreat. Bravery is knowing when to fight. Wisdom is knowing when to run.
Yeah, it's like shades. Like a badass wizard tower right here. Yeah, it's like shades. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'll live here, build across the rock. It's the only way I'm gonna actually be able to find my base. 'Cause I can see the fucking road from here. And I can start exploring that way. I'm gonna be the only dude that goes that way. Alright.
Oh, this is interesting. This is also new. Flea market for pals and flea market for items. It allows you to sell items to other players who are not in your guild.
Interesting.
Medicine rack. Sick pals will come here to take medicine. Be sure to keep the medicine
Oh my
stocked.
god. I just hit one pickaxe. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm sorry I made any noise. I pissed everything off. My new neighbors don't like me. Come on, trolls. Where this shit goes. Good luck. Enough health to actually survive archers. The archers used to one-shot me. You guys are gonna help me.
Good lord, yeah.
Roll.
You... Jump,
That's
jump.
it. Ah. That's stamina.
I like spawning in the mountains just for the frickin' onion soup benefits.
Don't want to fight, bro. Oh, this is a little tower.
All my guys are fucking fighting
That works. Just one shot.
Slowly we worked out all of our problems with the neighbors. They would come over stomping, mad that we were making too much noise after the hours of noon. I had a very nice treble rock and, well, just say that rock lives on in my memory. I'm gonna need to learn how to make some stairs. Do not get complacent. There's a lot going on in the forest, on the path of magic. But if you stop looking for a second, you might turn back to see an arrowhead pointed your way. See, I realized something. Brutes, they don't care who they're smashing. Skeletons, Draugr, me, it's all just targets to them. So I thought, why not tame the big angry green wrecking ball away from me. Oh, it worked. Beautifully. Every roar, every swing, every stomp. Another handful of undead turned to splinters and dust. It was like watching two rival chefs fight over who gets to ruin my dinner. But there's a catch. The more he fought, the stronger he got. Angrier, meaner, smarter. No, not smarter, just more. At this point, the forest was quieter. Skeletons gone. Draugr pulverized. And there I was, face to face with a creature so juiced up it looks like it could punch a tree in the next week. There it is, Fred. Something glows after dying. You know you've just earned yourself something special. Whether it's magic, a rare trinket, or porridge? Look, adventuring is a messy business. Sometimes you kite an angry goblin into a horde of undead. Sometimes you walk away with a pocket full of enchanted loot, and sometimes you end up with 20 bowls of porridge, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. Moral of the story, let your enemies fight each other. Watch for the glow and never underestimate the power of porridge. Sometimes victory looks like magic. Sometimes it looks like breakfast. I've survived. Barely. But now, we're building an anti-troll wall. A mighty bastion to keep out anything larger than me and angrier than Odin on a Monday morning. Gaze your omnipotent eye elsewhere, Odin. And when I'm done building this fortress of questionable architecture and moderate safety standards, I'll dig my hole deeper. Because safety isn't found on the surface, my friends. Found below. Some men dream of glory. Others dream of gold. I dream of a night where nothing tries to kick down my door while I'm cooking porridge. I've fought skeletons in the fog, outwitted trolls with fire arrows, and made questionable alliances with very angry goblins. In survival, there's no such thing as overprepared, only still alive. We learn that confidence doesn't come from just wielding a blade, it comes from knowing your place in the fight, your edge in the struggle. That day, I didn't find just a sword, I found a purpose. And with it, an unshakable belief that I could stand against anything. But now we have a new side quest. finding this patron once more so that way he may repair it. Because with each chip that I add to the blade, it's a chip of my resolve, my constitution.
No way, bro.
Reinforces the steel
Each
of my
winner will
soul.
get 5 games. 5 winners will each get 5 different games. Am I right? Am I hearing that right?
Yeah. Like, what? Does it speak any different languages?
I don't think I'm reading that right, bro.
Once more so that way he may repair it. Because with each chip that I add to the blade, it's a chip of my resolve, my constitution.
No way, bro.
Reinforces the steel
Each
of my
winner
soul.
will get 5 games. 5 winners will each get 5 different games. Am I right? Am I hearing that right?
Yeah. Like, what? Does it speak any different languages?
I don't think I'm reading that right, bro. 5 different games are for free, bro.
Yes.